Did you know that an entire English colony mysteriously disappeared in the late 1500s, leaving behind no bodies, no graves, just one chilling word carved into a tree? CROATOAN? Imagine an entire town of men, women, and children vanishing as if swallowed by the earth. No screams recorded, no blood spilled, just silence, heavy, suffocating silence. They arrived in 1587, over 100 settlers, families, children, ordinary people daring to dream of a new beginning across the ocean. At first, the island was quiet, peaceful even. Cabins went up, gardens were planted, but hope quickly soured. Crops failed, tensions with nearby tribes grew sharp, and whispers spread among the settlers that something in the woods was watching them at night. John White, their governor, realized the settlement could not survive without help. He made the choice to sail back to England for supplies, not knowing he had just signed their death warrant. 3 years passed before White could return. England's war with Spain delayed him. By the time he finally stepped ashore in 1590, Roanoke was no longer a colony. It was a graveyard without graves. Cabins lay in ruins, tools rusted in the dirt. Food stores were gone. No laughter, no voices, only the wind. Imagine walking through your home, every room empty. No one calls your name. No one answers. Just silence so heavy, it feels alive. And then, the clue. A single word carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN. What happened? Theories abound, each more haunting than the last. Absorption by tribes. Perhaps they blended with the CROATOAN people. But why dismantle their homes so completely? Why leave no trace of burial? Massacre. If they were slaughtered, where are the bones? Where is the blood? A massacre leaves scars. Roanoke left only silence, starvation, and cannibalism. Some believe desperation turned neighbor against neighbor, that beneath those cabins in the long dark winters, cries of hunger turned into something darker. The settlers may have feasted on each other until nothing remained but ghosts, the supernatural. Others whisper of rituals, curses, and ancient spirits tied to the land. Settlers reported strange lights in the sky, shadows moving between trees, voices echoing in languages no one understood. What if something took them? Something not bound by flesh and blood? Alien abduction. And the most bizarre, an otherworldly intervention. A colony erased, not by man, but by beings from above. No graves, no bones, just disappearance. Each theory grows colder the longer you stare at it, because none explains the true terror of Roanoke, the absence of everything. Close your eyes and imagine John White walking through that empty settlement, the crunch of dirt under his boots, the hollow wind pushing against broken wooden walls, the creak of a door swinging open to reveal nothing. Inside the cabins, chairs overturned, toys abandoned, a half-finished carving left in the wood of a table, as though its owner had vanished mid-stroke. No bones, no signs of a fight, just the sickening feeling that the settlers hadn't left. They had been taken. Some locals claimed they heard the cries of children in the woods at night, long after the colony disappeared, faint laughter fading into screams carried by the wind. Others swore they saw pale figures wandering between the trees at twilight, only to vanish when approached. What is more terrifying than death? It is disappearance. A body tells a story, but Roanoke told none. It was as if history itself erased them. For centuries, explorers, archaeologists, and scientists have searched for answers. They've found fragments, broken tools, shards of pottery, whispers of European life, but never the truth. The lost colony remains just that, lost. But maybe that's the point. Maybe Roanoke isn't just a story about survival or failure or history. Maybe it's a warning that sometimes hope is devoured by the shadows we can't see, that sometimes the earth itself takes back what we build, and sometimes silence is the loudest evidence of all. To this day, Roanoke is less a colony and more a curse, a whisper carved into wood, carried across centuries. CROATOAN, a single word that still lingers like a ghost, reminding us that hope can vanish and horror can leave no trace at all.